Hello, hello. So today I woke up, I had a coffee with my friend, and we're just discussing how I actually look and feel better. And I look back and thought, I actually looked at everything and I realized one thing that it is simply because I am doing something I love at the moment. I love life coaching, and I like writing, and I also enjoy teaching. So I found that you know I've been in the corporate world where I was involved in being working in a 9 to 5 job in a nice cute little office or little cubicle with a big cute computer. Get excited when the IT team comes to change that screen and they give you a better version of it all. But I realized that somewhere in there, I was not doing what I think I was actually cut out for, or what you just think that suits my being in my genetic makeup or something like that. So, you know, through life coaching, I realized that it is when you actually look at what it is that you really love to do and you do it anyway. At times it's not doesn't mean that like you can actually be earning money. At times you can be as broke as anything. But there is something magical that happens every time you're doing something you really love. You wake up in the morning, you're looking forward to it. And if it means you are not going to be sleeping for the night, you just won't do it because you've got that fire inside you. You really want to do it. You want to get out there, you want to do it. So for me, I found that life coaching, just changing somebody's life and just making someone look at life differently and getting to that point where they're actually going like, oh wow, I actually feel much better. I can actually look at it differently. It's not that I've got answers to everything. I don't. I actually do not even have answers. But what do I do? I enjoy sitting there and going like, can you actually even just challenge that thought? Or where is that thought coming from? What else is getting you to actually think that this is what it is? Or we can actually just explore to think, okay, if this is what is happening, what's the worst that could happen? Or what else can you change? Can you change? Giving the power back to you to actually be able to change it again. So I love doing such things, not because I've got the wisest things. No, I'm not. I also mess up my life at times. I wake up in the morning and I go like, but I'm a life coach. How do I even mess it up this much? But at times, of course, life coaches do need life coaches as well. But it doesn't mean that I've got it all worked out. But I enjoy having that part of me where I can help somebody move themselves from removing that burden. When they actually say in the Bible, when they talk about how somebody is carrying this yoke which is heavy, removing that yoke and putting it there and actually seeing another way of living this life. Life is a bit interesting because everyone wants to live, nobody wants to die. Funny enough, even those ones who actually want to go to heaven, nobody wants to die. But at the same time, living this life, it's got to be pleasant, it's got to be beautiful. And I found that, like, over the months, over the years, living it in the most beautiful way meant that there's so many things that a few years ago I would stress and stress about. For example, like maybe if my partner doesn't answer the phone, I'll be stressing out thinking, so what could he be doing? Could he be with another woman? What else can be happening? Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. Maybe I've done this. Maybe when we had that argument, maybe this happened. Maybe that. Maybe that. All those things. When you turn up to work, maybe you find that somebody does not talk to you and you're actually worried about, oh my goodness, what does it mean? Don't they like me anymore? Maybe if I done something wrong, or all those things. You doubt yourself, you wonder, you do all those things. And your mind is constantly busy wondering what else is happening in your world. Your mind is constantly worried about things. It's worried about finances, it's worried about the future, it's worried about your children, it's worried about your health and all those things. But just the enlightenment of being able to compartmentalize things, to actually put them into perspective and say, what is it that this life looks like? If I want to do this, how do I go about with this? If I want to actually achieve this course, if I want to be having a diploma at the end of the year, what do I need to do? Firstly, you might need to just enroll and get in there and do it. So I found that at any time, at any time in your life, in anybody's life, you can actually change the course of your life. You can wake up in this at any point going like, enough of this. I am tired of this. I actually need to move forward and be this thing I've always wanted to be. As much as when I was young, I used to think I was going to be a flight attendant, but then later on I just realized that realistically that is not possible. It might not be able to really suit my passion. But as you get older, I became a nurse for different reasons. I'm a nurse, I love nursing, but then later on I realized that my real passion, my the thing that drives me, that would make me wake up even to do it for nothing, is life coaching. I've enjoyed life coaching, and I've enjoyed being a writer, authoring, putting my words onto paper and seeing that story has been one of those things, like, I always go like, wow, I'm happy to be at the spot. So, for all of you guys, like, what I'm just saying in this session is, go out there, find your passion, do what you love. Doing what you love is, at times, for most people who are coming from a situation whereby it's traditionally, you get a job, you get a house, you get a child, you get kids, you get a husband, you get kids, sort of the other way around, or whichever way, and you have a family, you sit there, and that's it. Getting out and actually being you can still do all those things with the family behind you, with everything else. There could be challenges, but being able to do what you love is so satisfying, to a point whereby you can actually be more of a better person when you're dealing with your family, when you're actually being a mother or a father, and you're presenting yourself to these loved ones as a person who's doing what they want. Because there is nothing as horrible. I've got friends who've had very rich family members or rich parents, but by the end of the day, you find that they were not raised in a happy environment, because these people were managing to bring the money home. The bread was buttered on both sides with nice, thick, creamy butter. But what was happening? They were not happy, because these parents were going out there into jobs they do not like. They hated their jobs. They get back home, they're tired, they're frustrated, and then they've got to sit there and try to be parents as well. And then imagine raising a child in that environment. It becomes a cycle. This person is so dissatisfied with their life because they had a parent who was dissatisfied with their life. So guys, in whatever way, whatever you do, like, my thing is, now we live in a world which is so dynamic. It's got the options, it's got the chances. You can actually change your life and do what it is that you really like doing. I'm all for, please do what you like doing. As much as, at times, of course, if you know that I'm going to be doing this side gig as a bread and butter thing, in the meantime, when I'm actually building something I really love to do. I've seen people who've actually volunteered in different places. I've seen people who've always said, I want to be a policeman. Eventually, they do become that. They could be working somewhere else in an executive job, but in them, they know that they want to be something, maybe helping the youth, getting out there, making sure that the youth is safe, making sure that, or maybe just, working towards being with the elderly, feeding them, getting them ready for, to go for activities, anything, any of those things. It could be anything. I mean, the world is so open, but when you do the things you love, there is a difference. There's actually that part of you that goes like, I find that at times, even just being a mother and, cooking nice meals for your kids, if that is your passion, do the 100% with it. Have fun with it, because this life we live is actually just this one life. You wake up on the other side, we don't know what it looks like. Nobody's ever been there and actually come back and say what it feels like realistically. We don't know. That's as far as I'm concerned. But if this is the life we are on, this beautiful app with the nice water, and I'm just looking outside the window, there's a beautiful lake. I'm in Perth, and at the WA Club it's beautiful as usual. Like, why not enjoy it? Why can't just why can't we just enjoy this life? If so many times you hear people going like, life is hard, life is hard. I think looking into it, you find that if you actually get time, get a coach, or get yourself into some program where you sit down and ask, is it really hard? What is it that I'm looking for? What are my real passions? At times you might need to talk to somebody, talk to a family member, talk to anybody who can actually maybe help you identify what it is that you like doing or what your life purpose is. You'll be so surprised at how beautiful and amazing you can actually be able to function at a better level than you are functioning right now. So I do hope that you get out there, find your passion, and it doesn't even matter even if your passion changes every year. It's still okay. It's actually living at that point where you get out there and you do go and follow it up. So I do hope you manage to sit down, have the courage to do that thing you've always wanted to do. If it means it's dancing, or if it means it's singing up in the church choir, or making cookies, or making the best salads, or anything, or being an executive manager somewhere, being an engineer, being a nurse, being a teacher. But it is actually getting to a point whereby you acknowledge who you are and what you want to be, and actually do following it up, because I still think that we only have one life, and having that one life means do the best and have fun. I think life should just be fun. Have fun, enjoy what you do. If you're not doing what you love, I think it's just a matter of wasting your time, really, because eventually you get to an age where you go like, what was I even doing? I hated the job and I stuck around it. So thank you for listening. I do hope to catch you soon.